So, I heard you wanted to commentate. Hey, what is up, guys? I am rebelmd, all the E's are threes, also known as Rebel the Bloodshed, Maryland. And today I am reporting in back from the dead from my garage to give you episode number 3 called How to Improve Your Commentary. And in the first episode, I talked about not spending money and using what you already have to start YouTube. And in episode number 2, I talked about, do you want to invest your time or do you want to invest your money when it's all broken down? And in this episode, like the title says, I'm going to talk about how to improve your commentary, how to get better at it. And basically, this is going to be a step-by-step guide that if you start YouTube, this is going to be a great series to follow, because I'm literally going to go in chronological order of things that I've seen other YouTubers go through in my own personal experiences. And basically this right here is also controlled by you guys. When you guys want to see a topic covered, just leave it down in the comments and I will get to it. I am going in the step-by-step process that I think will be the most important. And yeah, so let's get into it. So if you are now on episode number 3, hopefully you have already started making some commentaries. You've already gone through the process of, oh, this works, this doesn't work. Well, one of the big things with getting into commentating that I personally had trouble with was talking to myself. Because that's basically what commentating is. Unless you're going to do a live commentary, if you're doing vlogging, you're talking to yourself. If you're doing, unless you're doing broadcasting, you're not talking to yourself. Dual commentaries, that kind of thing, you have someone in the room. But if you're trying to solo it, it is hard. For me, I am natural at talking to a mic, probably because I've talked to myself over the years. But it's still kind of a weird thing to talk to a camera, to talk to a mic. It's weird because it's not something that we're all used to doing. So one of the first big things is you got to get comfortable in the surrounding that you are commentating at. You have to be somewhere that you are comfortable. And that's how I think that you'll bring out the best commentaries. Like, I've seen some YouTubers, when they switch their location, they have trouble at first because they're tripping over themselves because they're not used to commentating in that space. Me personally, I haven't had a problem when I switch my locations. You know, I've done commentaries from my car, I'm doing a commentary from my garage, I do it in my bedroom. What I have problems with is when I think someone else can hear me, because then I'm just lost, because I don't know, it's the fact that somebody could actually hear me talking basically to myself. They might not know I'm talking to myself, but they know something's up. Maybe they think I'm talking on the phone or something like that, but it just gets to me psychologically. I don't know why, it's just my drawback. But definitely you want to try and find your comfort zone. And one of the things that I personally did to get comfortable with commentating was I did dual commentaries with my friends. I had my buddy Ray the Rashawn over. It's challenge me number 4, me and him do a dual commentary. We had tons of them. I mean, we literally made probably about 20 commentaries together. I only released like 4 or 5, and I got tired of posting in the quality, which we'll get into that later. But definitely you want to find your comfort zone. You want to get comfortable with it, and I highly recommend doing dual commentaries to do that, so that you get comfortable with it. And personally, me, like I said, I'm comfortable with talking to a mic, but I'm not comfortable with making jokes in a mic. That's not me. I can't do that. It's just weird. You know, if I can't see someone's face, I don't know if they're laughing, you know, then that's just me. But the biggest thing is be you. Don't try to be something that you're not for YouTube. Be yourself, be comfortable, be natural with it. And, you know, if you're going to start commentating, do it for the right reasons. Don't do it for anything else but you, because you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, it's going to show. If you pressure yourself, it's going to show. You know, I was watching a commentary with Hutch, and he said that he was in that state to where he did not enjoy it. And that's why, if you don't, hopefully you follow some other YouTubers, you might have heard about this from Hutch, who was one of the original commentators for gaming. He said that he was getting so depressed in. Because of his depression and going through the motions of releasing commentaries, he can tell when other commentators are not enjoying it. And I honestly think that the audience should be able to tell. I can tell when somebody's rushing through their commentaries just to get it done, just so that they can release it. Me personally, I don't have a set release date because my time is limited. I try to do 2 a week, but if it comes out with just 1, then I'll come out with just 1. I don't try to pressure myself to release. I do it when I can, I do it when I want, and I have fun with it. That's one of the biggest things, is have fun with it. And when you start commentating, be open to criticism. I cannot stress this enough. You need to take all the criticism in the world, and you got to be ready for it, and you got to know the difference between criticism and hate, because you can't get better unless you take that criticism with open heart and know that it's for you. And definitely when your subscribers give you criticism, take it. Because if they're subscribed to you and they're giving you criticism, that means they like you. And they want to see you grow. And they're interested in you. That is a good thing. On one of my last points, I just want to say your commentaries at the beginning, until you find your comfort zone and your style, is going to be not as, I don't want to say this the wrong way, it's not going to be as entertaining. It's not going to be, I'm just going to leave it at, it's not going to be as entertaining. And it's not true for every commentator. You know, I've seen some beginner commentators, when they first come out, they are amazing. They were where I was after I did like 20 commentaries. And that, you know, that is great that some people have that much comfort with it right from the start. And honestly, if you don't have that much comfort and yours don't sound as great as others, just keep with it. If you love it, it will eventually show. You will eventually get it. And just know that you can't talk in a dead voice. You can't talk monotone. And, you know, just to kind of like show it, you know, you just can't talk monotone because people can tell and it's not interesting. You got to put energy in it. And sometimes, you know, you got to change up your voice just a little bit. People tell me I do not sound like I do when I commentate. And that's because I put a little bit into my voice. I change it just a bit so that it actually worked out for the best. Because when I'm actually sick or, you know, I have a like sore throat or something, you can't tell because of the way I commentate. It's barely noticeable. And if I was using my natural talking voice, you could tell so much. Not only that, I think my voice sounds better when I do it. You know, I don't really like my regular talking voice for commentating. You know, I'm doing it right now, and there's just such a big difference when I do it. So definitely find your comfort zone. Learn how to be you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. This was episode number 3. If you want to see me cover a topic, leave it in the comments. Hit that like button, and I hope to see you guys later. Thank you for watching rebelmd. The E's are always 3's. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like, tap that sub, and follow us on Twitter. I'm about to come up, destined to be number 1. Failing is not an option.